Welcome back to Chicago Car Club. Today we're taking a look at this stunning 1968 Cadillac hardtop sedan de Ville. This is a two-owner, 50,000 original mile survivor. It is in incredible condition. We are proud to present this to you today. We're going to be taking you around, showing you inside and out, taking it for a test ride, getting you comfortable and familiar with the car so that you can make an accurate purchasing decision. This is a pretty well factory loaded car. It is a Grecian white with a black vinyl top over a black vinyl interior. It has power brakes, power windows, power door locks, air conditioning factory, power steering, all the bells and whistles, power seats which are functioning. And we're going to take you around and get you up close and personal, show you the good, the bad, point out everything that we see. The paint is in great condition, and the chrome, trim, bright work, everything is in excellent condition. It does have an older set of tires on it. The car had been sitting for roughly 8 years in a heated and air-controlled garage. The chrome, as you can see, is phenomenal. The panel fitment throughout is excellent. We see no signs of prior damage or repair other than we believe the left side fender may have been repainted at some point. The color match is great, and any work that was on it is excellent. The car is consistent from front to back. There is a little bit of bubbling on the lower edges of both the driver and passenger side fender. It is somewhat superficial and negligible whether or not you were to even bother doing anything with it at the moment. We'll show you later, we put a paint gauge on the car to get an accurate measurement of the paint on the car and see if there's any prior repair. The car originated out of a dealership in Pennsylvania. It was sold in 1978 to the second owner who we purchased the car from. We have the original title. The car spent its entire life in Michigan. A couple little door blemishes, dings here that from sitting in storage. There's a couple small rock chips on the front end, which we pointed out. All in all, the car is in phenomenal condition. One of the nicest we've seen. The vinyl top is excellent. A little bit of bubbling on that left side there. Nothing that we see of concern. Nothing around the trim edges. As you can see, again, the bumpers, the light lenses, the bright work is all phenomenal on this car. Not only consistent with the mileage, but consistent with the history of the car and the time and care that the previous owners spent with it. A couple little blemishes on the fins back here. Again, most of this stuff looks like garage damage, if you will, bumping into it over time. Little ding here in the wheel opening molding. The doors all line up perfectly. There's no sag. Everything opens and closes really nicely. A little blemish there on the rocker. It's got door guards on it. We note that the power antenna is up but not going down. Pretty normal on these cars. We've elected not to tend to it. Inside the doors here, you'll see, again, the door checks are nice. The interior panels are perfect. The interior of this car is probably the strongest point on it, and it is in perfect condition. The seats were covered for its entirety of its life. As you can see, the underside of the doors are nice and dry. No rust. Everything you'd want to see. The close is nice and crisp. Same thing on the back doors here. This is a hardtop sedan. So there is no post between the front and rear, which makes it really excellent when the windows are down. The glass on the car is in great shape. Again, the vinyl seats are excellent. The headliner is taut and perfect. The dash is perfect. We note that the clock on the interior is not ticking. Pretty normal on these. But the odometer, speedometer, and other dash features are working appropriately. As you'll see, the original carpets are in excellent condition. We have the original factory rubber floor mats in the trunk. We have a bit of original paperwork, as I mentioned, the original owner's manual, the original title, the original sales brochure with the salesman business card. Again, power locks, power windows, power seats. The car was nicely loaded from the factory. The power seat is fully functioning, which can be a problem on these. The steering wheel's in excellent condition, which we seldom see. And the dash is nice and clear and reads out nicely. We do note that the fuel gauge appears to not be functioning. We did put a new sending unit as fuel cell, as we mentioned, to make sure we were getting fresh fuel to the motor. I believe maybe it's a ground wire on it. It was working before on the older unit, so I see no reason why that's not a solvable problem. Again, the manuals are in it. Doesn't look like the ashtrays were ever used. It has no interior odors whatsoever. It was a non-smoker. Again, the interior really stands out nicely. The AC compressor does kick on. It appears to be blowing cold, but it's a little cool today, so it's hard to be certain. But everything under the hood is completely intact. There's a ton of originality here. A lot of factory stampings. The original hood pad insulation is really nice. The original air cleaner is in excellent condition. The 472 runs beautifully, as you can tell. Nice and quiet. It always starts right up. It idles nice. It revs up beautifully. The accelerator pumps and everything in the carburetor appear to be working great. No smoke whatsoever out the back at startup, idling, or under acceleration. Again, revving it up, as you can hear, nice and responsive, just as you like. Inside the trunk, again, very consistent with the mileage, but even more consistent with the time and care spent on this car. Original stickers under the deck lid, original spare, and as you'll see here, the cardboards are in excellent condition, which we seldom find on a car of this age, meaning that the trunk was kept nice and dry in a climate-cooled storage. Again, we pull the carpet back so you can get a look here. We're going to take you for a spin, get it on the road, get it up to speed. Again, it does have older tires on it, which will need tending to. The oil change, again, is out of date and will benefit from an oil change, but it accelerates beautifully. It shifts through the gears nicely. The braking is nice and firm, and it stops nice and straight. It's got a little bit of a pull to the left under braking, and we notice that it has maybe a bushing on the left front suspension that will probably need replacing. It makes a little bit of a noise under braking when turning left. Again, we'll turn the corner here and get it up to speed. The lights are all working appropriately. Headlights, taillights, turn signals. And as you can see, it tracks nice and straight down the road. Again, the tires are flat spotted, so it's got a little bit of extra road noise right now. So new tires will be a must. As you can see, the odometer turns and the speedometer is working properly. Here you can see the tail lights are on and working, along with the headlights. Get the car up on the lift here for you to take a look and see. We put our digital paint gauge to all the panels to verify the originality. It is single stage original paint throughout. Again, we note that the left front fender, we believe, had a repaint at some point. The paintwork is consistent. The color match is good. And overall, it's hard to tell and identify other than using the paint gauge. It's possible that the right front fender may have been repainted, but it's consistent with the rest of the car, and we see no signs pointing towards that, other than a little bit higher readout on the paint gauge, but that's pretty normal from a car this age. Under the car, as you can see, the original undercoating on the panels looks good. You can see the new fuel cell here. We don't like to spray the underside of the cars with rattle can like a lot of people do. We like to show exactly what we're looking at. The frame is in excellent dry condition. There's no rust throughs on the floor pans. In the rocker areas, anything to be concerned with. Normal oil residue under the engine. Again, nothing glaring in terms of leaks. As always, we encourage you to give us a call anytime to hear more. You can text us as well at 312-420-3696. And you can find us online at chicagocarclub.com. We'll show you around the outside with it up in the air so you can see those spots on the lower fender edges. Again, something I wouldn't tend to right away. But down the road, it might be something you'd want to address. We appreciate you taking a look today, and we look forward to hearing from you and speaking to you further about the car. As you can see, the new fuel cell there. And down the passenger side. We appreciate your time in watching the video. If you could like and subscribe to our channel, that would help us out tremendously. Thanks again, and we hope to talk to you soon.